ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
The following program is a paid advertisement. The views reflected on this show are not necessarily the views of ESPN 1000.
106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
You heard the boys. Let's hit it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good morning, Rooster baby! Yeah! Woohoo! He's bright-eyed, ain't he? There you go, Rooster. Yeah, you look. I get that, got too many corn kernels in your throat there this morning. Hey, everybody, good morning, and welcome to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. What's today's date? I don't even know. February 20th. That's right. Oh, that's right. One of those other days are coming down the road here a little bit. Hey, but we got a really good show for you lined up today. I really mean this. We've got all kinds of stuff going on with Bass Pro Shop Spring Fishing Classic. This is the day we're going to talk about who's coming to the stores today. It's Pro Anglers, man, and it's Next Generation Weekend and all that stuff like that. But we're going to have Scott Tucker from Portage, Indiana on the show to talk about what's going on down there. Jim Sarek. Excuse me, my nose itches. Jim Sarek is going to be on today's program, and Jimmy is, you heard him from, Muskie Hunter TV, Muskie Hunter Magazine, big time. I know everything he else. What's the line? Unless it's got teeth, it's bait, or something like that. Can't quite remember, but he's going to be on today's show. He's one of the speakers, as a matter of fact. Look, he's a local boy. Local boy did good, as they say on the south side of Chicago. Local boy done do good. And then we also have Brian Lemur coming on to give us an update from Bolingbrook about everything that's going on with the different speakers across the board. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And he has got one of the biggie names coming. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. Big name coming to his store today. But really, we want to thank our sponsors who bring this program to you every single week. Yes, we're talking about Bass Pro Shops, all three stores, Bolingbrook, Gurney Mills, Portage, Indiana, my friends in Portage, our good friends at Paul's Pizza in Westchester. Oh, speaking of which, little break in the show here. Hey, Chris, there's a brown paper bag with a combo sandwich, beef and sausage, the whole 9 yards, and cheese for you in the refrigerator. Forgot to tell you. I thought, from Paulie. Got to keep the producer happy, folks. And then we've got our good friends at Midwest Outdoors, Wren Lake Tourism Board, Wren Lake Resort and Conference Center, all the places down there. It's going to be a great time for you to go to Southern Illinois, enjoy some good weather. Yellowbird Fishing Products, Plano Molding. And remember, we are the official station for Shimano's high school fishing teams. Get all that information. Tell your kids and friends that are part of that high school group to listen to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. Whew, I think I got it all out. And remember to like us at Facebook/Chauncey's Great Outdoors. Yes. Okay. Last weekend, well, first of all, Ish Monroe was at Bass Pro Shops 2 stores yesterday. And I saw a lot of photos with him and kids and stuff. And he is such a good guy. Such a good guy. Wish he was fishing in the Bassmaster Classic this year. I really do. But, Ish was in town, and we'll find out a little bit later in the show. You're going to want to come out to Bass Pro Shops with the friends, the families, the neighbor kids, the kids next to those neighbors' kids, and everybody. So we'll check that out. But really, last week I was in the Gurney Mills store. Had a great time, great seminars. I did a seminar myself on how to read a lake before without a map, without even making your first cast. That was really what we needed to do. We also were checking out a few things with a lot of questions from people. It was a really, really great time. But I need to thank a whole crew of people. Oh, my goodness gracious. I can't be in 2 places at one time. Even though my mother said I was able to do it, I still don't know how she figured it out, but I really couldn't do it. But I want to thank people, Bob and Lisa Wilson, who were working my booth. Their friend Sue was working my booth also in the Tinley Park Outdoor Show. The man from the South Side, Bridgeport Eddie, doing the minnow races. Oh my gosh! There were a couple of, and this was the minnow race game from Plano, which I may steal, or make another one, I should say, not steal, but steal the. It was like a rain gutter. They had a little starting gate, put a minnow in each rain gutter, lift the starting gate, and the minnows would run down, and whoever would win. That just sounds like it would be so much fun to do with adults and kids and everybody else. So we are going to have some fun with that. Oh my God, are we going to have some fun with that? But Eddie did that. Mike Scott and the Chicago Herpetological Society, they were there. Captain Tony was there. Our friends from Vermilion Dam Lodge were there. And, thank you for everybody that walked up to them and said, "Hey, I heard you on Chauncey's Great Outdoors." Please support all our sponsors. Really, please support our sponsors because they bring this program to you. And then, speaking of which, our friends at Yellowbird, anyone who's listening to our program up north, yeah, hey there, up north, we got to check that out because he's in the Duluth Outdoor Show. So if you're up there, go in there and say, "Hey, I heard you on Chauncey today. He was talking about you. You might get a little discount. You got to say, what's the Chauncey discount? See what happens." But we got that. Fishing reports. I told you who our guests are going to be. We have a ton of stuff that we are going to get out to all you people out there. Tinley, that I think I'm trying to get everything, registered. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. You guys and ladies have heard me talk about my favorite place in the world, Owasso Boy Scout Camp, and I submitted a tree. They have a contest in the state of Michigan. It's called Real Leaf, and it's a contest where the biggest pine tree, where the whatever tree species. You have to measure it, take photos, send it in, do all the 9 yards. And it was so funny because I did that so many months ago this last year that I really forgot about it. So I get this letter, and I just saw Real Leaf, and I didn't read it. I know, I'm a guy, ladies. We always don't read stuff. And I ripped the letter open, and it says, "Congratulations, you won." And I go, "I won?" And I thought it was Real Tree Camo. And I'm like, I didn't enter any Real Tree Camo contest. And it took me like 30 seconds to go, "Chauncey, it's not Real Tree, it's Real Leaf." So it's kind of cool because I put in this white pine that I found. Many people walk by it. I tell everybody to hug it because this tree, this is a great number. As a matter of fact, I know Chris enjoys running through the woods, but this tree was 124 inches in circumference. It's a white pine that was 124 inches around. And the funny thing is I found a second one that was 123 inches around. But it's just, a huge, majestic pine. And the cool thing about this was, and I tell people, I said, I want you to touch this tree, hug this tree, put your arms around this tree. And when they do that, I tell them, George Washington was fighting the Indians in Canada, and this tree was alive. I tell them that Mozart was putting together his beautiful works. This tree was alive. It's amazing how old this tree is. And I mean, when you can sit and touch something that is that old in nature, that's not a rock. It's okay to touch a rock too, but it's just so cool. And I mean, this is the thing that we like to bring to you in Chauncey's Great Outdoors. That, yes, we love fishing, hunting, fishing, camping, napping in a hammock. There's all kinds of other things in nature that you need to learn about, touch, see, experience, because that's what rounds you out to be a really good outdoors person and kid and everybody else. Tell you what, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and when we come back, we'll be having our fishing reports. And yes, everyone, I have this week's Aiden's fishing report. This kid's going to take over my show. I'm telling you this right now. I got Aiden's fishing report and a few other things, other fishing reports, some things from the DNRs and Forest Preserve District and stuff like that. So listen, you're listening to Chauncey and Chauncey's Great Outdoors. Not just the most listened to outdoor show in the Midwest, the most highly rated outdoor show in the Midwest, east of the Mississippi River. You're listening to Chauncey and Chauncey's Great Outdoors. You know us. We know the outdoors. Hey, come to Bass Pro Shop's Spring Fishing Classic going on now through tomorrow It's the biggest fishing sale of the year with seminars, rod and reel trade-ins, and more. And I mean some big rod and reel trade-ins. Oh, man. So, hey, you know what? From fishing gear, clothing, trolling motors, electronics, and more, I'm gonna tell you, there is something on sale for you and you need right now at Bass Pro Shops. Ladies, you're always looking for a bargain. Their apparel section, I saw brand name brands like Columbia, North Face, 60% off on some items. You got to check this out. So stop in at Bass Pro Shops in Bolingbrook, Portage, Indiana, and Gurnee Mills. It's where your next outdoor adventure begins indoors at Bass Pro. Doom, 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 doom. Hey everybody, welcome back to Chauncey's Great Outdoors, and this segment is being brought to you by our friends at Bass Pro Shops. Including in this segment is the Midwest Outdoors Fishing Report. That's the new Midwest Outdoors Fishing Report. Great magazine, great magazine. They're really sharpening it up, everybody. Hey, LaSalle Lake, yay! Opens March 15th. Oh man, I'm ready for this. I'm gonna have to call my buddies. I know some guys who do a little bit of guiding out there. Hey, you know, we need a line out there, my friends. You know, all fishermen have to be off the lake by closing times, and it may be adjusted times for staffing problems. You know, state of Illinois, gotta love those guys down in Springfield. They haven't passed the budget yet. So, you know, you always check ahead to make sure you're there, but it's really cool thing. 6 a.m. to sunset are the times, and it opens March 15th. I'm excited about that. That's a good news. Our friends in across the state of Illinois. Yes, this is across the state of Illinois. There is a catch and release going. Back, let me try this again. Push the teeth back in, everything else. The spring catch and release fly fishing only season opens March 19th at selected sites across the state. I'm having a speech problem this morning, folks. But you know what happens on April 2nd? Yeah, baby. You know, it's all catch and release there, you know, for the, you know, during the trout. But on April 2nd, oh man, it opens up for rainbow trout season. And there's literally, you know, 50 plus spots across the state. You know, Cook County, Wolf Lake, Green Lake, Axe Head Lake, Bellew Lake, Sag Quarry East, Silver Lake in DuPage County, Joe Davis, Apple River, Bird Quarry in Kankakee, Rock Creek in Kankakee, Big Lake, Silver Spring State Fish in Kendall County, LaSalle, Illinois, Michigan Canal in Utica. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. McHenry County, Lake Atwood, Piscathaw Creek. I love saying that name. Piscathaw. Will County, Lake Milliken, Winnebago, Four Lakes. I mean, there's lakes throughout the state of Illinois. April 2nd, for opening of trout. Remember what April 1st is. Da, 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 da. Opening day of the non-existent smelt season in Illinois. It's still fun to go out. We gotta go through some of this stuff before we get to the fish report, everybody. Okay, we've got. Don't forget for you Ute turkey hunters. They started accepting applications online February 15th, a couple days ago. So please get your turkey permits done because that's way too much fun. Please also your hunting and boater safety education courses. I'm going to be teaching, I think, 2 classes I've got myself scheduled for that I'm going to be part of up in the Bass Pro Shop area in Gurnee. Camping reservations, get them at the state site, as well as don't forget, get your camping reservations in for the Forest Preserve District of Cook County, because that is another important place to go enjoy that. I got that. I'm not kidding. We got so much stuff here to go through. Drift's 23rd annual auction is today at the Villa Park VFW, and the Midwest Muskie Club is a winter swap meet going on today at the Village Sportsman's Club in Alsip, Illinois. That's a cool thing. And speaking of something that's cool, our friends in the Forest Preserve District of Cook County, my phone's going. The Forest Preserve District of Cook County today, in conjunction with the Chicago Wolves. Yeah. Oh no. Outdoors and the Wolves. Can't go wrong with this one. But this is the Daily Herald Summer Camp Expo, which is going to be hosted before the Wolves games. People have the opportunity to visit the table, learn how they can create lasting memories at one of their 5 campgrounds. And people have told me they've stayed in the cabins, they've stayed on the tent sites. It's absolutely fantastic. But you can also spin to win, one of those wheels that go tick, 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 can you win something? So they're going to be giving out camping, free camping nights, flashlights, more, all kinds of stuff. The expo begins at 2 p.m. Go to the ChicagoWolves.com website for more information. Or you can probably pick it up at the Forest Preserve District's website too. So that's a cool thing. Fishing reports. Up on the chain of lakes. Yeah, it's melting pretty quick, boys and girls. After the warm weather and the 60-mile-an-hour wind decided to put my fence in my neighbor's yard. Yeah. Okay. Bluegill remain good on the chain, mostly at the south end of the channel. Try crappie and white bass on the main lake points. Please be careful. I know some lakes have good ice, some lakes have questionable ice. Dale Stroshine was up, he lives up north there, and on Stoygen Bay. And, he's walking in knee-high water on, a foot and a half of ice. Not me. He was. But, please be careful. And walleye are fair in the current areas, but where there's moving water, there's thin ice. Always remember that. Catfish are in about 12 to 13 feet of water. Delavan Lake, lots of pike action. Woo-hoo! Pike are doing very well there. Newton, we've got some bass activity going down there. And in our friends at Wren Lake, our tourism people down there, they said crappie are fair and should improve on jigs around the brush areas. You're also seeing a couple of action moving at 10 to 14 feet of water. That's another good sign. Of just some, a little bit of scent on the baits might help you pick up some more fish. On the lakefront, a few perch at Montrose, but with the better weather we've had, expect coho action to jump. Our friends in Indiana that can get out on Lake Michigan are expecting big-time coho this weekend. I've gotten a couple of reports from people who said they got their boats ready on the trailers, and they're going to try going out of the Indiana area, and they think they can do quite well. And the infamous Aiden Fishing Report. Papa! I'm coming to see you later on Saturday. In Allegan, we got a lot of snow, but it's melting fast. I'm reading this as I've told everybody as I get it. Bluegills and crappie were hitting jigs and little waxworms in 10 feet of water, but go with real little jigs, or even what they call ice flies. They are really small. St. Joe River, my friend's dad told him that with the warm weather, they're looking for good fish to be there this weekend. In Muskegon, by Aunt Dottie's house, steelhead are being caught, but they think it's going to get better with the warm weather. Stop and get some bacon buns before you come home, because I'll be at your house by then. This kid must be related to Bridgeport Eddie. Get bacon buns. Kids tell me to get bacon buns before I finish my show. That's the Aiden Fishman Report. You're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. You know us. We know the outdoors.
Pre-spring special going on during the month of February. Receive 10% off on all trailer parts and accessories. And if you need your trailer bearing service, there's a special for only $129.99 per axle. And we all know what happens after years of working with those trailers. You may need some rewiring. Have your trailer completely rewired for only $180 plus parts. And tell them Chauncey sent you. Visit Waterworks Marine Group at 18660 South Cicero Avenue in Country Club Hills, or call them at 708-798-9700, or visit them at waterworkswithane.com.
Hello everyone, this is Chauncey, the host of Chauncey's Great Outdoors Radio, and I want to tell you about a fantastic new magazine for fishermen and hunters right here in Illinois. It's called Midwest Outdoors. I'm not going crazy. Midwest Outdoors is regular, but this is the new Midwest Outdoors. It's better than ever, and it's jam-packed with new features, great information on fishing and hunting that you can use. Whether you want to know where to go...
Scott's ready. What time do you want me to call Jim?
Enjoy the outdoors. The new Midwest Outdoors is worth a look. Every year,
6:30.
great articles from
Right before that.
Outdoorsman, and this month, Mark Knapp will get you on the fish on your favorite lake. Midwest Outdoors is available at leading newsstands, or you can have it delivered to your home for only $14.95 for 12 weeks. You can sign up online at MidwestOutdoors.com or call them at 800-606-3474. All major credit cards accepted. That's MidwestOutdoors.com or call 800-606-3474. The new Midwest Outdoors magazine and television show, helping you enjoy the outdoors.
HookandHuntTV.com is an exciting all-internet show. Sign up for their free weekly newsletter and join host Jim Crowley as he covers everything that goes bang and or splash. Get hooked on the hunt at HookandHuntTV.com.
It's Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
Yes. Nothing like a little bit of outdoors on a Saturday morning with Chauncey's Great Outdoors. And for all those you people who want to really watch paint dry, you can go onto YouTube, type in Chauncey's Great Outdoors, and you can see the show kind of like we're doing it, which is pretty bizarre. On the phone with me right now, we've got Scott Tucker. Hey, Scott, you there? All right, this is Scott from the Portage, as I love to say, Portage, Indiana store. Dude, Spring Fishing Classic. I have never seen so much stuff in shopping carts that I wanted to buy that was leaving the store that I was too busy working. I really believe, and I know there's none left, and I apologize for even bringing it up. The hottest item was the $10 landing net. What are you seeing as what a lot of people were zeroing in on this year in the store with the purchases? Mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of people had them in their hands too. I should say in the shopping carts. The other thing, because I get hooked. It's like watching an old comedy on television. Where they put that hook out to drag you off stage. Customers drag me into the marine electronics section, And a lot of people were looking at those life jackets, the Bass Pro Shop ones, and the other ones that automatically inflate when you hit the water. No. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's really, and I think the thing about that is, I have probably I think two of them, and years ago, I mean years ago, I bought it, and when I wear it, one time I wore it all day fishing with somebody that I was out with, packed up the car and his truck and everything else, drove home. I walked into my house and my wife looked at me and said, "Are you gonna take the life jacket off?" I didn't realize it was even on me. No. Exactly. And those automatic ones that explode off and set up, how can I put this? My other person that's inside my body was doing something stupid while he was on a boat, and it wasn't me. It was that other guy. Okay, it was my brother, my other brother. And he fell into the lake, and he was pretty surprised that he couldn't even count one, and that thing exploded and already filled up with air. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, the rod trading is still going on? Yeah. It's also this weekend at all the Bass Pro Shop stores across the country. It's the Next Generation weekend, isn't it? That is going to be a lot of fun. And as a matter of fact, can I get my photo taken in, free photo? Oh, okay. Oh. And like, as you said, free crafts and all this other stuff. Some of the other things, really, the rods and reels, as you said, are great prices. But fishing lures, oh my goodness gracious, the stuff from, crankbaits. And literally it went on. There's Berkeley, there's this, there's that. There's tons of stuff that I saw there, from spoons to Berkeley power baits and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with having a couple of them in your box, everybody. Mm-hmm. And one last thing, I know it's a little bit more than buying a couple of fishing lures, but if you ever want to buy a gift for yourself, to yourself, by yourself, that you will enjoy for many, many years, one of the greatest things that I've gotten from Bass Pro Shop is the 100-mile-an-hour rain suit. I have worn it in the ice fishing with less clothes on. I still were fully clothed, everybody, but I didn't have 27 layers. I only had 3 layers of clothes. And ice fishing, I've worn it out on salmon. I've worn it out. So many places. It's kept me warm. It's kept me dry, and it's a great product. Check out. That's one of those to me, buy me, for me, for your birthday, maybe yourself, Christmas, or opening a smelt season, holiday, whatever you want to buy it for a reason. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and last but not least, the apparel section in all Bass Pro Shop stores. I walked through there and I could not believe some of the clearance prices, sale prices, North Face, Columbia, 30, 40, 60% off some things. I was just in shock. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cool. Scott, what time is the store open today? What time is it closed? Today and tomorrow? Cool. And it's real simple to get to Bass Pro. And your store is the Portage store. You just get on 94 East and you get off where? That's right. It's right. And let me put it to you this way. If you see it and you're driving yet, you've passed it. All right, Scott, thanks so much. We'll keep in touch with you, okay, my friend? All right, bye-bye. On the phone with me also is a gentleman. I think this might be his debut. We should get a Mr. Sarek. Good morning, my friend. You are, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, you're a local boy who done good, as they say on this outside. But you're one of the you're Muskie Hunter magazine, right? And Muskie Hunter TV, also sponsored by Bass Pro Shops. But you're doing seminars. Mm-hmm. I mean, ice is leaving fast. Thank God, I'm ready to be done with ice fishing. I don't want ice fishing anymore. But I mean, really, are the muskies going to be active? Is this something you might cover a little bit? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Well, Jim, maybe you're going to have to educate me, but my problem is when I have gone muskie fishing, I've caught bass, and when I go bass fishing, I've caught muskie. What am I doing wrong? I'm not listening. Okay. But what are you going to be covering on today's seminars? Mm-hmm. Jim, if I was out muskie fishing and I had a 6-fish day, I can guarantee you I'd be stopping at a place that sells soda pop, and man, I can't even. And okay, you go all over North America, and you see that in your TV show and the magazine and everything else. but we really do. Chicago area, we're not that far from decent to good to great muskie fishing from Indiana, Michigan, Milwaukee area. There's a lot of good activities, isn't there? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. As a matter of fact, you and I should make a little excursion and fish Bussy Lake, because yeah. But I mean, we're talking Bussy. It's right in the middle of everything, And these guys and ladies and kids are catching 44, 45-inch muskie. I mean, gee, these things are eating well, living high on a hog, and making people's days like they've never had, and they haven't left the city. Yeah. As a matter of fact, when we were stocking the muskies, and they were about 10 inches or so, 11 inches when we were stocking them years ago, one of them bit me, and I'm being honest with you. It bit me, and I threw it in the water, released it, and that fish turned around and looked at me, and I just said, "I'm coming back, buddy. Just remember that." Oh my goodness! Well, I'm really excited because you've got the seminars here, down in Bolingbrook. People can talk, but you want people to approach you to talk to you before and after the seminar, don't you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's it. Yeah, I like that concept. Hey, this week's show. Well, I should say your show is on what channel? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Because I mean, basically everything east of the Mississippi comes out of this program today. So, hmm that's cool. That's cool. Well, everybody, I want you to come out to Bass Pro Shops, and in the morning you're going to be in Gurnee, correct? And then in the afternoon, evening, you're going to be over in Bolingbrook. Oh, Saturday, Gurnee. Oh, okay. So you're not doing an Ish Monroe where you're putting yourself in two spots. I want to thank you for coming on the program for the first time. Thank you, Jim. I always remember we have an open mic here for you, and if there's something cool that you either saw or part of or that's coming up on your show, don't be afraid to give us a call and tell us about it, okay? See you later on, my friend. Jim Sarek, everybody. Muskie Hunter Magazine, Muskie TV, Muskie Hunter TV, and a lot more. And really, I'm not saying this because I say this about a lot of but this is the thing about Chauncey's Great Outdoors. The people we have on here are people who enjoy fishing, enjoy the outdoors, and want you to be better outdoorsmen and enjoy it as much as they do. So walk up to them and say, "Hey, I heard you on Chauncey," and ask him the question. You're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. You know us. We know the outdoors. Hey, come to Bass Pro Shop's Spring Fishing Classic going on now through tomorrow. Hey, I'm going to be there. You should come. It's the biggest fishing sale of the year with seminars, rod and reel trade-ins, and more. From fishing gear, clothing, trolling motors, electronics, and more, you're going to find something that's on sale that you really, really need. Trust me, you really need it. So stop in at Bass Pro Shops in Bolingbrook, Portage, Indiana, and Gurnee Mills. It's where your next open water adventure starts, indoors at Bass Pro Shops.
Taste what a true Chicago tradition is like.
Some guy texted me and said he couldn't hear the caller on YouTube.
Walleye Rod is here, and it's making a big impression on everyone who's touched it.
You haven't taken the caller.
In America,
You mean the guest?
a wide range of actions for all walleye fishing techniques.
No idea.
It feels like it belongs in your hands.
Sounded fine on the air.
So check out the hottest new fishing rod on the market, the G.
Brian's ready.
6X Walleye Rod at your local G. Loomis retailer, along with those great Shimano reels. Plan your next Illinois adventure to Ren Lake, where the fun begins. Ren Lake is situated in the heart of scenic southern Illinois and can offer you 19,000 acres of water fun and recreation, all within Interstates 57 and 64. At their website, enjoyrenlake.com, you can learn about Southern Illinois lodging at its finest, restaurants, family activities, bike trails, camping, and some fantastic fishing and hunting, all in one spot at Ren Lake. And it's one of my favorite places to go. So go to enjoyrenlake.com or call them at 314-580-2577. 314-580-2577 and plan your next Illinois adventure and have you coming back again and again. Illinois, mile after magnificent mile.
It's Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
Do 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 boom boom da do do bam bam bam. Hey everybody, welcome back to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. I'm sitting here jamming on the phone while my friend Brian's on there. Brian, dude, what's up? Oh, it's second weekend of the Classic. I'm excited. I mean, it's going crazy. I mean, your store in Bolingbrook, I heard, was bulging at the seams. You got this weekend. I'm so jealous. You got one of the biggest names in the outdoors coming to talk at your store. I should have. Mm-hmm. Yep.
John Bolton, and he's on
He
the
said he
bar
can't
side.
hear the guests at all.
Felt like a carnival. Oh.
Cool. Now, who's showing up today? I know. I'm looking at the list too. Going, it'd be easy to say who's not going to be there. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. You're gonna, because Jimmy is. But first of all, he's a great speaker and very crazy, an unbelievable caster. I have never, ever seen somebody who can cast like this guy, and that's why he can catch his fish, because he can cast so well. Oh no! He did that to me. He had. This is how good Jimmy Houston can cast. I was, a good distance. I'm talking 10, 20, 30, 40, maybe 60 feet away, okay? And we're in a room full of people, so I'm standing in the center aisle of this seminar area. And he says, all right, Chauncey, Chauncey, go down there. Okay, so I went down there. And he goes, take that, he says, move your feet apart a little bit so they're equal with your shoulders. So I'm standing with my legs apart a little bit. He says, now take your shirt pocket and hold the pocket open. I'm like, whoa. He cast a spinnerbait over my shoulder, came down my back, up between my legs, up and into the shirt pocket. The man is God. The man is God with a rod and reel. Oh, it was, I mean, if you could have seen my face looking in my pocket going, I don't believe this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. Next Generation Weekend's also going on? Oh, no, you can't. No, you can't. You can't. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cool. Brian, thanks for coming on the show again this weekend and bringing everybody out. You've been like our Spring Classic representative. You're fine with it. It is so cool. And once again, just come out. What are the hours of the store today and tomorrow? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you handed me a broom last time. But thanks so much for coming out. And once again, get out there. Real trade-ins, rod trade-ins, the whole 9 yards, extra specials. Apply for a new Bass Pro Shop credit card. You get another 10% off. I mean, you could save big money this event. This is the biggest sale event of the year. I don't care what anybody says. Mm-hmm. Brian, once again, thank you so much for coming on the show, and you will be back soon, my friend. Take care. Brian Lemur, everybody, manager of Bass Pro Shops in Bolingbrook. You're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. You know us. We know the outdoors. Mixing it up. Good tune there, my friend. Chris Black is working the boards. He's always, besides keeping me straight, he's also excellent on music choices. Hey, don't forget the Forest Preserve District of Cook County, along with our buddies at the Chicago Wolves. Yeah, I love those guys. On Sunday, February 21st, they've got a summer camp expo that's being hosted by the Wolves for their game. You get there at 2 o'clock. They have all kinds of activities. You can play spin and win, sign up for camping spaces. They're going to give some camping spots out, free flashlights, all kinds of stuff at the Chicago Wolves game tomorrow. Don't pass that up. And then cheer the Wolves on. That's always a very, very important thing to do. Don't forget Spring Trout is coming up on April 2nd. That's happening. We're after the show next week, next Saturday, we're heading down to Tulsa for the Bassmaster, it's the Super Bowl of bass fishing, and we'll be doing a show from down there. So I hope you all be listening to that one. And then we're going to be doing, a few other things, bringing people all the information out there. Keep an eye on your internet and stuff like that, and Facebook/Chauncey's Great Outdoors, because we're going to be posting some interviews and different pictures, and we're really going to try to literally overload the system on all the stuff that's happening. And you're going to see a lot of behind-the-scenes photos, a lot of behind the scenes, because that's where we spend a lot of our time down there at the media center. The Chicago crowd, as we call it, the Chicago group. We used to say the boys from Chicago. I can't say that no more. It's the Chicago group. We do a lot of work down there, and it's a lot of work, a lot of fun, and but it's just we want to bring as much as we can to you, and that's going to be the important thing out there. Once again, I just want to tell everybody, Bass Pro Shops today and tomorrow, seminars Next Generation, and I got a little note from the Wilson clan. They said Brian forgot to mention the ladies fishing seminar today. The ladies fishing seminar. I got to find out how come I'm not teaching that one. But that's another great seminar for the ladies to come out. And ladies, don't think you can't fish. You always outfish the men, and really, my mama taught me to fish. She also taught me how to pick mushrooms, make my own booze, and a few other things. But but that's how mamas are. That's how mamas are. And we covered that. Did that. All our sponsors, and please remember, Bass Pro Shops, all three stores, one of our sponsors. Waterworks Marine, check them out. Paul's Pizza in Westchester, the new Midwest Outdoors magazine. Ren Lake Tourism, where the fun begins, down in Ren Lake. Vermilion Dam Lodge. Yellowbird Fishing Products, they're up in Duluth. That show up there this weekend. Our friends listening up in that area, hey, stop in there and say, hey, Chauncey mentioned I get a little discount. Well, you hear the flute, so that must mean it's time to go. But don't forget our Plano Molding Buddies and Shimano High School Fishing Team that we're going to be supporting and doing reports on. Well, this one comes from the Chippewa Nation. It says, laughter is a necessity in life. It does not cost much, and the old ones say that one of the greatest healing powers in our life is having the ability to laugh. Oh, how very, very true. It eliminates stress and everything else, and even on sometimes the worst things that could happen, you just got to sit back and laugh a little. It'll help you get through it. Please remember, we don't own the woods, the rain, the storms, the fish we catch, the ice that's melting, thank goodness. We really do borrow it all from our children's children. We'll see you next week, right here, on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. Take care, everybody.
To the American-made ProFit toilet. With everything in one box, it's an easy project that you can get done this weekend. Right now, get the ProFit Standard Round Toilet for only $59 after mail-in rebate. Or get the ProFit Tall Elongated Toilet for only $109 after mail-in rebate. Stop by for these and other great deals. Going on now at Menards.
Talking taxes with Jackson here.
I'm a single dad of 4 boys.
Children are a joy.
Yeah, but these are teenagers. Think they know everything. Think they're the man. But not one of those know everything knows enough to have a job. You know what I mean?
I certainly do. But you make the money. You're the head of household. According to Uncle Sam, you're the man.
I am the man.
And I'm guessing you're planning for college. Have you started a 529 savings plan? You'll enjoy tax-free earnings to help you pay